Deja Kelly hit a game-winning shot. She dropped 15 points in around 13 minutes. She showed poise, she showed confidence, she showed skill in her first couple appearances in WNBA preseason. In 2 games, she had 9 points in 7 minutes. She had 15 points in 13 minutes. In both of those games, she shot more than 70% from the field. And after all of that, the Las Vegas Aces they still decided to cut Deja Kelly. Yes, that is the headline. Because, it's just what happens in the WNBA. Sometimes you ball out in preseason and you still do not make the cut. This is the reality for dozens of players that are trying to make it in one of the most competitive leagues in the world. Definitely most competitive women's basketball league in the world. So let's break down what happened, why it kind of hurts, and what could be next for one of the most surprising preseason standouts in the league. So let's go back to yesterday. Monday afternoon, the Las Vegas Aces announced that they have waived guard Deja Kelly. This is a move that for some fans was a blindsider. For other fans was just an inevitability. Especially for those who, watched her play in preseason and was like, yeah, she's great, but I see the reality of the Aces roster, and it's just not going to happen. Deja Kelly wasn't just good. She was one of the most efficient scorers in preseason. Again, 15 points, 5 of 7 from the field, 4 for 4 from the line. She made the game-winning jumper with under 5 seconds to go against Phoenix to get the Las Vegas Aces a 1-point win, 85-84. That game was on May the 6th, right? And just days before that, she had 9 points in 7 minutes in a game that she didn't get in, I don't believe, until the fourth quarter, where she shot 4 of 5 from the field against Dallas. In a game that I was at, me, mama, daddy, we were there at Notre Dame to watch the Aces versus Dallas. And Deja came in and played very well. So let me say that again. She played a total of 20 minutes in preseason, and she scored 20. She wound up scoring 24 points. 24 points on 75% shooting. It's pretty good, right? And she got cut. Deja's road to the WNBA was a uphill battle. She went undrafted in 2025 WNBA draft. She was there despite being a 3-time first-team All-ACC guard at North Carolina. She was 8th all-time in North Carolina scoring history for their women's basketball program. And she was one of the most recognizable college players of the last couple of years. In her last season of college eligibility, she decided to leave North Carolina, go to Oregon as a grad transfer, and put up around 12.5 or 12.2 points a game, 4.3 rebounds a game, 3.3 assists per game. She graduated with a degree in broadcast journalism, by the way, which I'm gonna talk more about in a hot second. And she went to the WNBA draft, and she was there. I don't know if she was with a specific company. I don't know, what the situation was, but I know she was there. She was dressed up. She was hoping for her name to be called. Unfortunately for her, it was not called. Then after the WNBA draft is over, she may have been sad or like whatever, like, hey man, my time may not come in the WNBA, but she stayed hopeful. She got a phone call from the Las Vegas Aces. They signed her to a training camp contract, and now Deja Kelly, someone who was undrafted, was going toe to toe with the 2-time champs in practice. Then she makes it to 2 games, has 2 amazing preseason games, does everything she possibly could, and the reward is getting released before opening day. Now, here's the deal. This wasn't about performance. This was about the numbers. That's what this was about. The Las Vegas Aces needed to cut another player. And they already had 6 players on guaranteed contracts, including Kirsten Bell. And let's be honest, no shade, but Kirsten Bell did not have the same preseason as Deja Kelly, right? She didn't, but she's on a guaranteed contract. So is Dana Evans, for that matter, who did not play in the preseason due to injury. So the Las Vegas Aces had a decision to make. They had a decision to make with the pieces that they could, and they made the decision to waive Deja Kelly. Now, could she be back? Sure, possibly. Could she be back with the Las Vegas Aces this year? Possibly. Definitely a possibility. Could she be on another team this season? Absolutely. That's a possibility. But this is the harsh truth of the WNBA. The WNBA is one of the most competitive leagues in the world, but only has 13 teams. And each team can only carry a maximum of 12 players. That is 156 players. And that number does not budge until maybe at the end of this season when we get a new CBA, right? It's not always about the play of a player. It's about your current contract restrictions. It's about the cap space that you have. It's about who's protected, who's not. And sometimes it is what it is. Sometimes it's bad timing. Sometimes you're just unlucky. So what happens now? Well, as far as I've seen, Deja hasn't publicly said anything yet. But she's made it clear in the past that Deja Kelly has made it clear in the past that she is interested in pursuing pro hoops and a career in broadcasting. So if there's another team out there that wants to pick her up, yeah, she'll probably go there and play. And she'll do a good job if she's on the team this year. I think there's a chance that she may get signed to another team sometime this year. But if she doesn't, you can expect Deja Kelly to be on your screens either on ESPN, Amazon, CBS, or some other network, because Deja Kelly is a broadcast star in the making. So either we're going to see injury or some sort of roster shift or something happen, and Deja Kelly will be brought back, or we will see Deja Kelly on our screens, not with a basketball in hand, but with a mic in hand. So either way, Deja Kelly gonna win. Either way, right? Either she hooping or she talking about hoops. Like I don't have any doubt that she will have a very successful career in whatever she ends up doing. I know some folks will be like, hey, she was undrafted and she performed better than players who are guaranteed on teams. And yeah, sure, you could, yeah. It just is what it is. It is what it is. All right. The benefit that we have is that we are now seeing an expansion of teams, right? This year we added the Golden State Valkyries. Next year we have 2 teams getting added to the WNBA. And so there will be more chances for players like a Deja Kelly in the future to make some stuff happen. Okay? So, yeah, Deja Kelly does not make the cut. I don't think it's because she's not good enough. I think it's ultimately because the league just does not have enough room for all of the talent that deserves to be in the league. So, and that's a problem. That's a problem, but it is what it is. I did not expect Deja to make this team, and she did not make this team. All right. Looks like Aaliyah Nye is making this team, I think in a lot of ways because of her 3-point shooting. It's just elite. It really is. It really is elite. So yeah. That's why I had Aaliyah Nye over Deja, because Aaliyah Nye was just really, really, really good in terms of her 3-point shooting, and like Deja is a good player, a really good player. However, she doesn't have the 3-point shooting like a Nye does. So that's the difference. So let me know in the comments. Do you all are y'all surprised? Are y'all upset? Are y'all kind of like, hey, that's fine. She's a podcaster. She's a broadcast person. She's gonna do just fine in her life. I don't know. Let me know y'all thoughts in the chat. Okay, let's get to some comments real quick, and then I got to go. Thank you so much for Sean Anthony for the super chat. Says Quita, Deja is getting waived. Getting waived is not a surprise. I didn't see them going with her over Nye. Plus, the contract situation with others on the team. Yeah. I didn't have her staying over Nye. Yeah, I didn't. Vic says not surprised about Deja because you told us. Yeah, I did make a previous video about how I thought that even though she played well, she's probably gonna get cut, because that just is what it is. Tulip says, not surprised she'll succeed in media. I agree. Yeah, like I think in a lot of ways it's a win-win for Deja. Yeah, sure. Is she probably very disappointed? Yes. Maybe there's something in the works that she may end up back with this Las Vegas Aces team. Maybe. Either way, she's gonna win, dog. You know, she has like the philosophy. I think that's how you pronounce it. She had a podcast on the NIL that I used to watch. Like it that was really really good, where she would talk to people about their name, image, and likeness, and like getting a bag and all that stuff. Like it was a really interesting podcast. I can't has she I don't know if she's still doing that since she left Oregon, but yeah, like she has a lot of stuff going for her. She had like a brief I think she had a day or so where she was shadowing some of the ESPN folks and what they do. Like she's gonna be good. I have no worries about her at all. She's gonna be good. Lenny says maybe someone will pick her up just late in the game for that to happen. I mean, she could get picked up. She could. I don't see her getting picked up by another team before, if the Aces don't pick her up again. I don't see her getting picked up before the end of before the start of the WNBA season. But it's a possibility that if people get injured or something like that happens, then maybe she gets picked up. Who knows? C, thank you so much. Says, Quita, you need to make a shirt that says what a like said. That's hilarious. I think that's what I need to do. I think that is what I need to do. Okay, I think I need to do that. That would be pretty hilarious. Anyway, guys, that's the stream. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me, guys. I had some other stuff I wanted to cover, but I have ran out of time. Thank y'all for your support of this channel. My name is Quita. We are doing Quita in the mornings. Hit that like on y'all way out. Let me know what coverage y'all want to see more of in the future. As news happens throughout the day, know that I will not cover it that same day. I will cover it the next day. All right. So like yesterday, I saw people commenting and saying, "Hey, where's your Deja Kelly story at? Hey, where's your Connecticut Sun story at?" I was like, "Hey, catch me tomorrow. Catch me tomorrow in the morning for Quita in the morning." So again, thank y'all so much for rocking with me. If y'all could hit that like, hit that subscribe, tell a neighbor, tell a friend that Quita Love Sports is on the internet every morning talking about some hoops. Also, guys, I know I covered the Connecticut Sun thing, which was a huge piece of this. If you all know people who like don't know what's going on with that Connecticut Sun possible sale, if they don't know the history of the Connecticut Sun, send them this video, okay? Send them this video. I will try to put timestamps at the bottom soonish. But yeah, send them this video. Tell them to listen and learn about what's going on. I will continue to do these history lessons because history is fun for me. I love history. It's very, very fun. All right? And so, yeah. Anyway, have a good one. Yeah. Have a good one. Be kind to someone. Tell somebody that they matter because they absolutely do. If no one has told you, you matter. You're important, and I'm happy that you are on this earth. Guys, I will see y'all in the next one. What and like said. Hit that like button. All right. See ya. Peace.